What's up with it, Raider Nation? It's your boy, Raider Honcho, and I'm back with a brand new video. If you like the Las Vegas Raiders and want to support this channel, please subscribe. In today's video, we're going to be talking about my 2021 wish list for this off season. Every off season, we want to see things happen, and this is my list. I have 11 things that I am wishing for to take place in this off season. Let's get right into the video. Number 11. I wish that we would re-sign Nelson Agholor. Now, I've been hearing a lot of different things floating around about different receivers coming in. Juju, we've been hearing about Allen Robinson. But to me, the most important free agent wide receiver is Nelson Agholor. Only because we already know what we're getting in him. We already know how he fits into our scheme. We already know the chemistry between him and Derek Carr. When you think about it, 48 catches, 896 yards, and 8 touchdowns. We already know the production. If we can get him for the cheap, which to me is $9 million, I wouldn't go much more than that. But even if you think that's expensive, that's still going to be cheaper than what we can get somebody else out there on the market. So I think we need to bring back Nelson Agholor just because we already know how he fits into our scheme. We don't have to worry about building any chemistry. God forbid we have another offseason like last year. We don't need to worry about a receiver not getting reps or building a rapport with Derek Carr. We already know what we're getting with him. Let's rock and roll like Bon Jovi. Number 10, I'm wishing that Damon Arnette and Trayvon Mullen both start taking the weight room very seriously. Okay, we need these guys to get in the weight room. You can't be out there with those little premature baby bodies, those little toddler bodies, and you out there trying to clang and bang with these big wide receivers, whether it's press coverage or trying to get off stalk blocks and making tackles. You need to get your weight up. I know you guys are taking your craft seriously. I don't care about you doing your music or whatever the case may be on your time, but you got to get in the weight room. You guys got to work on technique and work on getting stronger with your hands. I'm not saying you need to be big and strong like Dwayne Johnson. You don't need to look like a WWE wrestler, but you need to be able to hold your own out there. You can't be just bouncing off ball carriers and not being able to get off blocks. Get in the weight room. Number 9. My number 9 wish for this offseason is that Hunter Renfrow takes Henry Ruggs, puts him under the little chicken wing, and teaches him how to run those routes. All those crispy routes we see Hunter Renfrow run, all those slants, all those whip routes, we need him to really take some time and work with Henry Ruggs on his routes. We know Ruggs is fast. We know he can run downfield, straight line speed, but he needs to learn how to drop his hips, lower his pad level, and get in and out of his breaks to run crispier routes. That man will get way more targets if he created a little more separation for Carr to throw the ball in there. All right? So, my number 8 wish, and this is hard for me because I like this guy, but my number 8 wish for the 2021 offseason is that we move on from Trent Brown and LaMarcus Joyner. Now, when I said I really like this guy, I'm talking about Trent Brown, okay? LaMarcus Joyner, I'm not really a big fan of. I feel like we haven't really got much production out of him. But for Trent Brown, I just think it's time, man. Like, I've been hearing a lot of rumors. I've been seeing a lot of things that I don't like. And, you know, I saw he posted a picture, and this was kind of the last straw for me. He posted a picture. It was from him from behind, which seems weird anyway. And, you know, he's in his uniform or whatever. And the caption is something like, it's about the name on the back that matters the most, or the name on the back is what's important. And as a coach and as a former athlete, that's like the total opposite of what we talk about. It's usually about the name on the front, which is usually your team name. You're supposed to put your team before yourself. But it seems like Trent Brown is only concerned with putting himself before the team. And I think we need to take notice of that. If you don't want to be a Raider, that's cool. You got to get up out of here. Get the step in, man. It's okay if you don't want to play for us. We don't want you to be here if you don't want to be here. We wish you the best. I'm not going to talk bad about you, but damn, if you don't want to be here, adios, amigos. Get him up out of here and tell him the Honcho said it. I know he'd be on social media trying to answer people. Tell him to holler at your boy. Okay, as far as LaMarcus Joyner, we're just not getting no production from him, and he continues to wear ankle socks. I just don't like ankle socks, man. And I don't like the fact that we don't get no production out of him. If you get rid of both of those two, you're probably going to save almost $25 million. I don't know if you package them together, but you got to move on from those guys. Those guys are like, not LaMarcus Joyner in a sense, but more Trent Brown is holding us back because we give him so much, we invest so much in him, and we're not getting anything back, okay? So, let's keep it moving. Number 7 on my wish list. And y'all might think I'm joking about this, but I'm not joking. Please understand me. I'm very serious about this. Darren Waller is a rapper. He likes to make songs. He likes to make music videos. If you haven't heard him, go check him out. They're really not that bad. But we also know one of my favorite YouTubers and one of the Raiders Nation's own YouTubers, Graphic Raider, he's also a rapper. So on my wish list, I need to see Darren Waller featuring Graphic on a new 2021 Raiders anthem. I need to see it happen. If you got connections to a studio, make it happen. If you know Graphic personally, make it happen. The boy got bars. I know Darren Waller want to work with some people. Get it done, man. Raider Nation needs a song, not just for YouTube, but something they can put on ESPN or something. Holla at your boys, man. Get it done, man. I would love to see that happen in 2021. Okay, let's keep it moving. Number 6 on my wish list. I think that's what number we're on. I'm out here wilding. It's really early in the morning, but you know the honcho don't sleep. All I do is work. All right, here we go. Number 6 on my wish list for the 2021 offseason is you got to bring in either Richard Sherman or Patrick Peterson. We need a veteran cornerback to kind of mold these young guys. We need somebody for Mullen and Arnett to look up to, somebody who can mentor them. It's not just about playing football. It's about what you're doing in your off time, what you're doing when you're not in the building. Sometimes you need a pro to be able to show you how to be professional. That's just how it is, man. Like you can't stay up all hours of the night. You can't eat a bunch of junk food. Like there's certain things you just can't do. And I think you need to learn that from somebody. You don't always want to have to burn yourself to learn that I can't touch a hot stove, right? Somebody should be able to just show you from experience. Like, look, I've been here. I've done this. If you want to excel at this position in this league, these are the things you have to do. And I just think Richard Sherman and Patrick Peterson are two guys that we can bring in that can really get that done. If we can get both of them, cool. But one or the other will suffice for me. If we get one of the two, I'm okay with that. And I think if you save the money by not, I shouldn't say getting rid of, because I don't want to make it seem like we're throwing these guys away. But if we move on from Trent Brown, LaMarcus Joyner, that's like $25 million. If we add Mariota and Terrell Williams to that, that's like another $20 million. Like you can almost say $50 million by just moving on from guys we're not getting production from. And I think you can use some of that money to bring in these free agents. I don't know if you have to give Richard Sherman the biggest payday, because he seems like the type of player to me where, yeah, he's going to want his ends, he's going to want his bread, but at the same time, he's going to want to have a bigger, like he has a bigger purpose than just getting paid. And I think this would be an opportunity for him to serve that bigger purpose, which is being like an on-field coach. And maybe he's a smart guy, man. It's a Stanford guy. I really like Richard Sherman. And I just think our DBs could use somebody like Sherman or Patrick Peterson. Patrick Peterson's been one of the best corners for like the last 10 years, right? All right, so let's keep it moving on my 2021 wish list. Number 5, please. And I'm wishing this with all the wishing bones in my body, please. No more 3 tight end sets in the red zone. Okay, I said it, man. I said it. I don't want to see it no more, man. Man, what are we talking about? 3 tight ends is 2021. And we got to talk about why you got 3 tight ends on the field. You got Darren Waller. You got Hunter Renfrow. You got Henry Ruggs. You had Nelson Agholor. And you condensed the field? Excuse me. You condense the field. See, the topic alone make me sick. You condense the field? No, you need to spread the field. Make the defense guard us. Make them guard every yard in the red zone. Spread them out. Use your weapons. Let Carr dissect the defense and find a window and get it in there. This 3 tight end set is so obsolete, and I'm hoping we move away from it because we got rid of Witten. And we just got to stop that. I'm just tired of seeing that Pop Warner JV level offensive play caller from Gruden. I'm just tired of seeing it, okay? So let's keep it moving, because that topic really bothers me. Because every time we got in the red zone, I almost threw my drink at the TV. All right, here we go. Number 4, you got to aggressively pursue a defensive tackle in this free agency. And I know everybody wants Leonard Williams this, Leonard Williams that. You all in my comments, Leonard Williams. Hey, keep putting it down in the comments. If you got anything to say, put it down there. I'll chop it up with you. But in my opinion, I would rather have somebody like Dalvin Tomlinson, just because of the production you get from him is more consistent than the production I've been seeing from Leonard Williams. Okay, it's like, all right, so if you think about Dalvin Tomlinson last year, 49 tackles, 8 tackles for a loss, 3.5 sacks, and I think 41 quarterback pressures. That's good for me. That's what we need on this team, right? The thing about Leonard Williams is that although he gave us great production last year, not us, but he gave the league production last year, it's just not something I've seen consistently. And I don't know if he was just playing like that last year because he knew he had to get paid. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And I think you're going to have to pay more money to bring in a Leonard Williams, right? It's a thing called ROI. Let me break that down for you. ROI is return on investment. I think we're going to have to spend more money to get Williams, but I don't know if the production coming back is going to be as good or worth what we put into getting him here. With somebody like Dalvin, you might not have to pay him as much, but we know the return on that investment is going to match what we gave him. And that's what I think we have to do. We have to be smart about it and think about the money we're putting out versus what we're going to get back. It's almost like when you think about Trent Brown, like the return on investment was terrible. We spent all that money. We got nothing out of him. So when you think about bringing in a DT that has a name, I don't like doing that because I don't want to just spend the money for the name and not get the game. I think somebody like Dalvin Tomlinson would be a perfect fit for us. And we're not going to have to spend as much for him as we would on Williams. That's just in my opinion. All right, here we go. Let's keep moving it down, Number 3 on my wish list is you got to bring in a Marcus. You got to have a Marcus, man. And that's it. Either a Marcus May or a Marcus Williams. They both play safety. We need one of them. It's not much to really say about this. I've already done the reviews on those two guys. I've already showed you the grades and the stats and the production and why we need them. Yes, I would love to draft a free safety, but I think it might be better for us to bring in an experienced free safety, experienced DB, and then spend our draft on the defensive line and the edge or linebackers and stuff like that. Just because free safety in the NFL, especially how Gus Bradley wants to play center field, one single high safety, I would rather just have somebody who has experience. Now, I love Trayvon Merrick, and I think he can get the job done, but if you could bring in an experienced guy, it kind of alleviates the pressure of that draft, right? Like bringing in an experienced guy who knows the system, knows how to play NFL football. I think that makes our situation a little better. I think we benefit a little more from that. So I think we bring in either Marcus Williams or Marcus May. Either one of them, I'm good with them. Get down in the comments. Let me know which one you'd rather have. All right, so let's keep it moving. Number 2. And this one is near and dear to my heart. And this is not a wish. This is a demand, damn it. This is me telling y'all this is what you need to do. And that is put some respect on that boy Derek Carr's name. All you haters out there, shut the hell up. We've been listening to you for all these years. You want to trade him every damn year. And all he does is come back and play better. All right, now you got my tooth hurting right now because I'm talking a little louder. But damn it, y'all need to hear this. Haters, put some respect on that man's name, all right? He damn near leads he has the franchise record in touchdowns, franchise record in completions, franchise record in comeback wins and game-winning drives, and all he does is put up the numbers that all the great quarterbacks do. He just doesn't get the wins, and we know that's because of the defense. So put some respect on his name and start appreciating that we have a franchise quarterback. And as far as the organization, extend that man's contract. You want all the haters to shut up? You want all the nonsense to stop? All that white noise around our organization every offseason with our quarterback, the carousel, who's going to be in, who's going to be out? You can shut it all down by giving that man an extension. He's earned it and he's deserved it. Give that man Derek Carr an extension. Make him a Raider for life. Stop playing the games. I don't even think that's a wish. That's a demand. I'm telling you right now, Raider Nation, get in the comments and let me know what you think. Should we extend Derek Carr's contract? You know what? You can put it in the comment. I don't even care what you think because I'm telling you we need to do that. Extend that man's contract, all right? And number 1 on my 2021 all-season wish list. Can you guess what it is? You don't have to. I'm going to tell you. The Las Vegas Raiders, without a doubt, positively, unequivocally, need to nail the 2021 NFL draft. That is the number 1 wish that I have this offseason. We have to nail the draft. We can't be reaching for guys. We can't be hoping and wishing this guy pans out. Do your homework and pick the right guy. We have to nail this draft. This is a big one for us because we're right on the verge of being competitive. This is the one we need the most. We need to get this draft right. I don't care what anybody says. This is the one we need to get right. You got to do your homework. And we need to put somebody else in charge of the big board and not John Gruden. Because I saw John Gruden's big board last year on TV. He was tripping and he had it up there. And he had like 5th round guys in the 1st round. And it's like, yo, we really don't need that. So do your homework. Get the job done. Bring the right guys in here. Identify what our problems are. Attack free agency the right way. And it'll make the draft a lot easier and take the pressure off. If you bring in the DBs we need in free agency, if you bring in the interior defensive linemen in free agency, it makes the draft that much better, okay? So it takes the pressure off and you don't have to reach. You can just get the guys that fall to you, okay? That's what we need to do. So those are my 11 wishes for the 2021 offseason. My mouth is still hurting. It's still hard to pronounce certain words, and every time I do, some air shoots up into the pocket because when the doctor pulled my tooth out, he pulled some sinus out with it. So it's just all messed up. But the Honcho's here for you. I know you need the content, and I'm going to bring it to you, okay? So if you like the video, like the video. If you got anything to say, anybody else, you got your own wishes, please put it down there in the comments. I try to answer every comment for y'all. But what you got to do is you got to @ me. If you comment on somebody else's comment, I'm not going to see it right away and I might miss that comment. So don't think I'm trying to play you. I just don't see the comment. When I pin the comment up there, make sure you're answering that one so then I see it and I respond to you because I want to respond to everybody. I got enough time. You know what I mean? I'm not bougie or nothing like that. If you get a comment on there, I want to answer it. So do it the right way, okay? If you like the content on this video, please subscribe to the channel. We went over 1,000. We went over 1,100. I want to thank everybody out there. I really appreciate it. But I know you're not here to hear all that. You just want the content. So I'm going to leave it on that note. And until next time, Raider Honcho out.